Greetings to everyone. This is Questo Services. In this video, we briefly want to show you how our templates and app works. We have various sectors in which our templates is being designed. We have the banking sectors, the oil and gas, the manufacturing, and all the like. But in this video, we are going to make use of the oil and gas sector template to see how you can navigate through our apps successfully in carrying out ICFR with a little supervision. We don't need to have a lot of document before we can implement. All we need is the valid templates to carry out ICFR successfully. This is a design template for entities and also for professionals who are carrying out ICFR for an entity. So we have different sectors, the banking sectors, the oil and gas sectors, the health and insurance, and all the lights. So, and also how we review is also in here in the templates. So this is how it looks like. At the click of a button, we have this. We have the department in which this belongs to. At a glance, you'll be able to know what to do. You can see this is the question you have to, this is the questionnaire for each entity. Let's go back to the dashboard. This is how the dashboard looks like. It has this 5 components and 17 principles according to COSO framework. See, these are the relevant notes. So under oil and gas with energy, these are the entities that should make use of this template. And these are the relevant departments in each entity, of which most of our clients, we ask them to forward their list of departments for us to enable them fine-tune into their processes. So this is how it goes. Let's go back and see how the principle was. From principle 1, we have this. These are the questions, the questionnaire to be asked, to ask each department the way it is. You can see what to check, what ICFR wants of us, in narrative work on what to check. Then your actual performance, what are you going to do? This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. The activities performed and the actual performance. The activities are performed is what you need to check and what you saw when you have checked. That's the actual performance. Then this question services review, we are going to review everything you have done line by line from principle 1 to 17. And these are the recommendations and likely gaps, also the exemptions you have noted. So at a click of a button, we are reporting all the findings in the control sheet. So this control sheet is a sheet required by auditors, that is the reviewer of ICFR, that is their existing auditor. This is the template. This is the format you're going to give them. It is called a control sheet. This is where all your findings have been recorded and what you have carried out, what you saw eventually, and what your exemption notes. So here you are going to do all those things in here, principle by principle. So eventually you also scrutinize your findings, telling them which one is low, which one is high, which one the management needs to see, because it's not all reports that will go into deficiency reports, which is the final report. We need to show them those ones that are vital, and that is why this aspect is very, very important. So after all you have done, those ones that are important, we move in to the final report at the click of a button. This is how your final report, it will be on your template, and then you'll be able to fine-tune everything you needed from here. So everything is well formatted. You don't need to change anything. Just bring in your transaction and you have it all. You can see this is the list of selected that after we have done the TCL, that's the transaction. There's a lot to be done in there. Also your applications. This is how you record your transactions. All these ones are templates. You just bring in your transaction. This is how you bring in your transaction here. These are your transactions. Bringing in from the control sheet. You're bringing all this from the control sheet. Everything from the control sheets. This is just a template. You're going to make use of your own words. You can see from the summary sheet, which is control sheet, you can see your observations. That is your findings. The party responsible at this point, those observation as some personnel has to be responsible for it. So what are their actions? What actions are they going to take to resolve the issue? Then what is their timeline? Because anything that doesn't have a timeline can stay for 3, 4, 5 years. But when there is a deadline to hit, it will be done easily. So at this point, anything you are reporting has to be weighty, because it has already been scrutinized in the control sheets, and also the same thing applies to what the TCL. There's a lot to do in here too. So this is all we have here concerning the transactional level of ICFR. Transactional level of ICFR. So let's quickly look at the review side of Questo services. We also review your work. Let's see how it looks like. This is a client's a practical client's work. Yes, this is a client's work. So this is how we do our review for our clients. We support them till they are independent of their own, till they can do it successfully without our intervention. You see, after they have already performed all they needed to, you can see all this have not been, this is a realistic way of doing it. This is real life. This is what happened in the entity. So this is our comment. You know, there are some transactions that are not available. We Questo services, we volunteer to do some for them. You can see the way it is. This is where we do the review, and eventually it moves to the control sheet the way we did the first analysis. So let's quickly, this is the walkthrough test. This is how we do the documentation. You know, all your documents are arranged principle by principle, no model up. You are not modeling anything. Even the transactional level, you can see everything very neat and intact. If you have a lot of clients, you just know, you name them, you give them name, each template by each template. You will not model it together. You see, the payables, everything is set in there. So let's quickly look at how our apps look like. This is a client app. We are still developing it, but let's take a look of how it looks like. So let me go back. At the click of a button, you have it on your desktop already. So at the click, you have it in here. This talks about, you can see the control hoop. We can't go far here because it's a client transaction. And also in here, we can't go. So let's look at the resources. Let's look at the resources under implementation ICFR. We have a lot of resources to go to check out for here. You can read a lot about ICFR in your own leisure time. You also have the resources, the material, the training material that gives you everything you need to do concerning ICFR. It's in here. You can even use it to train your staff. You can use this to train your staff because it's a presentation style. This is the format of the report we are expecting after all our findings. This is how it looks like. From the auditor's head, you already know the kind of format it is. It is in here. So this is how it looks like. There is a lot. The exemption side. These are those people that are called PIEs. These are the list of the PIEs. So any of your entity that are listed under here, you know, yes, they are within ICFR. So you quickly notify them that you have to carry out ICFR according to FRCA. So this is what we have for you. Let's discuss, let's have more of your information so that we can work together. So thank you very much.